Hi friends, welcome to Ashes DIY. This is the last project I'm going to do with the bargain bead box subscription items for the month of August 2023. I still have this Druzy beads that's left. This one has a really nice shimmer to it. I'm just going to save it. I don't know. I just don't want to use it. So I still have more. And I had that flat green beads. I have a couple of them. And I do have two of these which I saved for earrings, obviously the 8mm I believe, or 10mm. Some of these beads, so I have this spacer bead which is like a kind of two bead caps attached to each other. So these spacer beads I got it from Timu. So the thing is, I'm going to use it. I really like the way this turned out to be. Added 4 of the flat beads, and then it's an asymmetrical pattern, as you guys know, and I want to highlight this mushroom too, and I don't want this mushroom to be the center, so it's around the end of the thing. So I'm going to add the toggle, because if we are going to use the toggle, we need a little bit of a wiggle room. I cannot have a big bead immediately after, otherwise it won't go through. So that's the reason I'm just going to add the metallic spacer beads that I have in my stash. You need it, because if otherwise you have to use the bicone, but I don't want to use the bicone because it will change the color tone of it. So I'm just taking this toggle off of my clasp, and I'm gonna use this. If I use it here, say, it'll be easier for my toggle to go in. Probably one more would do the trick, is what I feel. Actually no, 2 of the square beads is enough. So now we need crimp beads. I'm going to use this one right here, size 1 crimp, the beadle on crimp bead. Take the crimp and then attach it to the toggle part of the bar part of the toggle, and then come back through the crimp bead, okay, and just pull this at the end. The wires generally crisscross, so make sure that it doesn't crisscross. It's parallel inside, so that we can get a nice crimp. You can use a crimping pliers. This is a crimping plier. There is 2 divot inside, 2 holes. The hole which is closer to the handle, the hole which is away from the handle. First you use the hole which is closer to the handle and align the bead in that hole, and then if you go ahead and crimp it, it will divide this into like this. Then you go ahead vertically and this time align in the top hole and just squish it. That will round it around the bead. So you don't have to snip off the excess, because this 2 cords will go on top of all the beads, so you don't have to cut that off. And then push off. I am using a bead stringing wire, which is just 7 strand, but for bracelet it's better if you use a 19 strand or 47 strand, because they have the most wear and tear. So it's about, say, 7 inches here. So if I add this part here, that will add about, say, a little more than an inch, half an inch. So if I add this here, this bracelet will become a little bit big, maybe, or not. Yeah, it won't. So that's exactly the size that I'm looking forward for, because it's my wrist, so I know for sure. Just snip off the wire. I like to work with the spool so that you don't have to waste any wire. So here we go. You don't need to add. Oh, where did the crimp go? just flew. Couldn't find it. So go ahead and take the crimp tube. You don't have to add the beads here, the spacer beads. And as you guys know, this is an asymmetrical pattern, so this will look nice. So I'm not worried about that. Just going to add the bead, add the toggle part here, then bring the wire back through the crimp bead. And the bead if possible. Actually, I don't want to bring it into the bead. Because you have a spacer bead here. Okay, maybe can work it around. All that, you just need a little bit of a wiggle room, otherwise this will become very tight. So it's about say right. Go ahead and crimp your bead with the help of the crimping pliers, and then snip this wire off once you do that. Just be careful. And now, there we go. So this is how our bracelet looks like. See this? Very pretty toggle, and we are focusing the toggle in this bracelet. Very pretty. And this mushroom as well. This is the finished product. It's a simple stringing project, and it really brings out the colors in the Druzy bead. I believe the gold tone is very nice, and I really like the way this turned out to be. I hope you guys like this tutorial too. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.